Yeah, I had no idea that he was cheating to that extent. But I mean, he was young, so you gotta give him some grace. But I can only imagine. I know that had to be difficult to deal with, all the women coming on to him. So. But I do want to ask you, you being Ali wife, did you deal with that? Any men trying to come on to you because you was Ali wife?
I think I think, you know what? I think they respected me very highly, and they still do. I haven't had anybody that was cross or anything like that. But there was this one time somebody at the camp came up behind me and put their hand on me like that. And I grabbed that guy and knocked his teeth out, his tooth out, both of them, and kept beating him like that, right there on the camp. And they came out to see what was happening. And he sat there and said, Muhammad told me to do this. He gave me $500 to do that, and he made me do it. I didn't want to do it, but he made me do it. I thought it was a joke. He spilled his whole beans out and told me Ali gave him money to do that to me, to see what I would do. And I told him, if you go to police, I'll kill him. You better not mention it no more. Yeah. But other than that, that's Ali set that up, and he got hurt. That boy got hurt, beat up real bad. That was, you don't come to somebody's home and do stuff like that. Just like Ali should never bring nothing in my home like that. If I'm gonna cheat on you, I ain't gonna do it in front of you like you do. If I'm gonna cheat on you, I'll go outside. You'll never find out about it. But I ain't gonna do it in my own home. So you don't never tell no man to put their hands on me ever again. I was mad because he did that. You know what? I've been blessed that nobody has ever came up to me and did anything like that. I think they've always seen me in my long dresses. They've always seen me conduct myself in an intelligent and Muslim manner. And that's probably why, because I always, played my role the way I'm supposed to play it. And that's probably why nobody's never got out of line with me. They've always respected me because I've always respected myself. I know one guy did something like that. Yes, you're absolutely right. I do remember there was one guy, and I thought he was such a nice person. I wanted to cook some dinner for him, and because I admired him so much and everything. And then he disrobed himself. I said, "Oh, what are you doing? That is not what you're not in my house to do that." And that upset me so much. I said, "What? Why are these people like that?" You know who that guy was? I'm gonna be honest with you. Bernie Casey. I respected him so much, and I was calling myself, giving him dinner, and he did that. I said, "Oh, no, 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 no. That's what I'm not here for." I guess he thought all women that's what they do. I said, "Oh, no, no, brother, you got it wrong." I said, "You can get the hell out now. Just leave. And don't you ever say this to nobody." And Richard Pryor tried to pull that on me once. I said, "Look, I don't care what you say. I'm here to be your friend. And I don't want you to get in no comedy act and start mentioning my name. I will knock your head off. I bet not ever catch you. And I know you comedians love to talk." He said, "Yeah, well, she won't let me touch her. She won't let me smell it. She won't let me do it." But he never mentioned my name, and he said all that to me. He didn't mention it. I meant business. If you don't respect yourself, ain't nobody else gonna respect you. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I told him off.
He tried to do that while you was with Ali.
Oh, no, I wasn't with Ali then. I was single. No. These people did this when I was single. They never did it when I was married. I told him, I said, no, I'm divorcing Ali. He's with his girlfriend, Veronica. I told him. He said, and then he called him. He said, oh, you're right. I said, I just want to be your friend, man. You know, that's all. I don't need nothing else. So that's what happened. But people, when you're in this world, in this limelight, that now today these people are kind of crazy today. They're a little eccentric, and they just think they can say anything to you and anything. I put you in their place. I put you in your place right away. In a kind way. I do it in a kind way, not in a raunchy way. I don't be cussing and all of that rigmarole. But people have to understand that to be respected, you have to show respect. And if they don't show respect, you got to teach them. Go down that road.
That's still foul for him to try to, talk to you, and he's friends with Ali.
Yeah, that was raunchy, wasn't it? Don't you think? That was kind of, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's out of pocket. You should never do that to anybody. You're supposed to always respect the family, and yeah, that little stuff what Ali did, that was bad enough. If I would say, if I would say something, they would hate him. Trust me, if I would say what Ali did to me, you would literally hate the guy. And I'm not here to do that. I'm here to forgive him for all his craziness. And, you got to say something that when people see stuff, they know stuff that I have to talk about something about that. And I have to tell you that's what happened. And it hurts. That stuff hurts, man. It's not something you can get over fast. It takes years for things like that to heal, Yeah, and I feel sorry for certain women who have to go through that and be abandoned and being disrespected and everything. I don't think a woman deserves any of that. And if you just ain't gonna be straight with some person, just don't marry her. Don't marry him. If you're gonna know you're gonna be like that, just don't do it. Stay single. You know what I mean? Just be honest.